Last weekend, there was a march in D.C. There's lots of marches in D.C., but this one was very special. I attended the Million MAGA March with my wife and daughter. It was peaceful. The march was beautiful. The day was beautiful. The people were patriotic and diverse. And it drew an enormous crowd. Trump supporters were there to peacefully march. However, Joe Biden supporters showed up and told you exactly why they were coming. They attacked people who were just sitting and eating dinner. They intimidated families and children. They attacked the elderly. And Joe Biden calls them an idea and refuses to disavow them. Disgusting, really. Brandon Strzok is the founder of Walkaway, a fantastic organization. He joins us now. He was at the march. Brandon, tell us about the two different universes that appeared at this march. There were two different groups that could not be more disparate. Describe them.
Well, yeah. Well, first of all, let's be clear. The one group that you're talking about is the MAGA patriots. These are people with bright, shining faces, positive energy, love, happiness. I mean, it was really a joyous celebration, and hundreds of thousands of them coming together peacefully to celebrate, to stand up for the president, to stand up for America. On the other hand, there was a much, much smaller group, but much darker and uglier group of people, which would have been the Antifa, BLM crowd, who decided to come later because, God forbid, we be allowed to live in a country where people are allowed to have dissenting opinions or different political ideologies. So these MAGA supporters couldn't even get home safely after the event because the BLM people, dressed entirely in black, cloaked in darkness, waving communist flags, came parading up the street and decided to get in there and, show people what they're going to get if they come out to celebrate America. So they started, engaging in acts of violence and intimidation against elderly people, elderly women. There were women there that could have been my mother. They could have been my grandmother. They could have been anyone's mother or grandmother. Women with their children. And it was really, really, I felt like very gut churning, kind of disgusting to watch, because it's horrifying to know that you can't even count on necessarily the police to back you up in a situation like that, because the mayor of D.C. has actually told the police to stand down in situations like that. I actually saw one video of two guys. It actually may have been a gay couple from what it appeared to be, that were trying to get home safely with a crowd of BLM anarchists behind them, and the police would not allow them to cross the police line. They actually made them go back through Black Lives Matter Plaza, and they got the hell beaten out of them.
Wow.
Just feet away from the police.
Wow. Isn't it wild that the people who call themselves anti-fascist are the closest thing we have to fascism in this country? It is absolute gaslighting. It shouldn't be allowed to happen. Brandon, I know that you have been censored quite a bit also on social media, particularly as of late. What is it about the left that they want to behave like fascists? They want to behave like tyrants. What is it about the left that makes them behave, censor speech, and punch people in the street, assault old women, children, mothers? What is it in this strain? Help me understand.
Well, it's what we're seeing right now is a complete and total brainwashing and manipulation of the media. They have thoroughly succeeded in completely controlling the minds of their base and their viewers, their followership. People in this country legitimately believe that Donald Trump is akin to Hitler, that his followers are Nazis, and therefore they feel justified in going out and fighting what they perceive to be fascism. What they don't seem to be understanding is the sickening irony that they themselves are engaging in the fascist behavior in their quest to fight make-believe fascism. It's absurd. I mean, they're the ones censoring speech. They're the ones going out and beating up old ladies. They're the ones going out and threatening families in front of their children. They're the ones who are burning books, burning flags. Literally exactly the type of behavior that they claim to fight against. And this is all being perpetrated by the media, which has thoroughly and completely brainwashed all of these people. Mm-hmm.